Hello everyone and welcome back to Plants and Lucia. My name is Lucia and today we will be making a soilless potting mix that is environmentally friendly as well as very easy to make. Okay, coming up! Whether you are coming back or this is your first time in this channel, thank you so much for being with me and watching this video. I am a plant beginner and I learn about my houseplants every day. So this channel is to share with you what I learned. So if you want to learn how to take care of your houseplants, how to display them, or even how to connect with them, make sure to subscribe so we can see each other every week and talk about plants. But now, let's get to the video. Okay, so for your convenience, I will put all the ingredients that we use in the description down below so you can give them a try. So, for our mix, we will need 7 parts of coconut coir. Coconut coir or coco peat is basically dried coconut husk compressed into a brick like this one. We're going to be using coconut coir instead of peat moss. This is because peat moss is a fossil fuel and it takes many years to make, so it's not good for the planet when we use it. Instead, this is a renewable source and it will hold lots of moisture for your plant. On to the next. 2 parts of perlite. Perlite will help our plants in 2 ways. First, it brings aeration to the mix, so your potting mix becomes more fluffy and the roots can grow through the mix. Second, perlite is very good for drainage, so it will help us not to overwater our plant. Some people prefer to use pumice instead of perlite. This is because over time, perlite will come up to the surface as you water your plant, and pumice tends to stay in its place. Anyways, I'll put the description for both ingredients down in the description below and you can try as you want. And 2 parts of worm castings. Worm castings is basically worm poop, and it is very good for our plants because it brings the nutrition aspect to our mix. Worm castings have important elements such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. They also have trace minerals, micronutrients, and beneficial bacteria. So this will provide the nutrients that our plant needs to our mix. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is prepare our coco coir. In order to prepare the coco coir, we need to submerge it in water and it will absorb the water. This is gonna become bigger as it absorbs water and ready to use. So we're gonna put it inside the water and let it stand there.
Alright.
So here we have our coconut coir ready to be used for our mix. So as I said, it's 7 parts of coconut coir, and the way that I measure is actually with this cup. You can use any cup and make sure that you're using the parts that are in the recipe. So this is 7 cups of this one. Now we add 2 parts of perlite, and perlite is very dusty, so what I recommend is that you actually damp it before you use it. So I'm going to put some water here. You can see the dust coming out, at least from my angle. And let's do it! And now we just mix. And we are ready. I use this potting mix for most of my plants. I actually don't use it for succulents because succulents need more drainage. So if you would like me to share my succulent recipe, please make sure to comment below and I will make sure to make a video. I hope this was useful. Please let me know if you're gonna use this recipe, if you have any other recipes for the potting mix of your plants and what works for you. Maybe you're using other ingredients that I'm not using and then we can learn together. I think this is the best way to learn about plants. We can share our recipes. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Okay, ciao!